Thank you for joining the training video on the device mapping field in Spectrum. What this feature allows your sales team to do is present MPS solutions by showing visual device mapping on floor plan outlines. By scanning in a client's current floor plan, the user can show the current layout of the devices versus the recommended layout, as well as the capability to map equipment and allocate volumes by dragging and dropping device icons where you would like them on the map. The mapping feature can be accessed in the Adjust Columns area within the proposals under the Mapper link. And this will bring up the device mapper. To add your customer's floor plan, put in a new map name. Click on Select Map and browse to where you have that map saved. Maps have to be image files. It can't be a PDF. It has to be an image file. So a JPEG, a TIF file, those should work just fine. I have a map here that I'm going to choose, and it pulled it up in my main screen here. Now what I can do at this point, once I have my map set, is I can choose from the items I already have listed in Spectrum that the customer is currently using. If I click on the item, I can choose an icon, and you can choose MFPs, laser jets, inkjets, and scanners. Depending on what you choose, depends on what the icon looks like. Just click Add. In this case, it's a laser jet. So I can take this device and I can place it on the map where I'd like to see it. You can also see the device details at the bottom of the left column. To add another device, just select the next one from the list. If this were an inkjet, I could choose inkjet. And again, add, and it's going to create the icon for the inkjet. And again, I can place that wherever it goes. Every time I choose from the list, it takes what I've placed away from the list. So you can't add the same device twice onto the map. Also, if I go to current map and I have multiple maps, I can go to a different map and I can choose that map as well. To put in a new map, just follow the same process. Go to New Map, browse to it, give it a name, and it will bring it in. It is a good idea to click Save Map periodically, because if somebody else logs in under your username and tries to use the mapping tool, it will kick you out and it will not save your changes. Now, if I go to the MPS tab, this is going to show the current items from the Spectrum tool. So in TCO, what I was looking at is what the customer currently had. What I'm seeing here is what I chose to take over for service. And again, just check what you want it to be. And if this were to be an MFP or a scanner, for example, and add. Now, if you're showing a current situation versus a proposed solution, you'll probably want to add an additional map once you map out your TCO to put your MPS mapping in if you're strategically moving equipment around. Now, in addition to adding what's in the customer's list, you also have the option to add markers and labels. Now, with the markers, you have up to 10 dots, and you can name these dots whatever you'd like, and they're all different colors. To name the dots, go to dot legend, and if I wanted dot 1 to be called, and this is where their servers are located, I could save that. And when I go into marker, I could say, this is the main server, and it's dot 1, and add my markers that way. You can also add labels. If you wanted to add labels, we'll say Bob's office. I could add that and move that wherever I'd like onto the grid. To view the details after you've mapped the devices, you can use the drop down here. It'll highlight it and it'll show you the details. Also, under current map, you can print the map. You can also print the legend. And what that will do is it'll show you the devices and all the details that go along with it, along with the printed map. Now, if there's devices you prefer not to see on here, you can not see TCO, MPS, markers, and labels by checking the checkboxes. Thank you for joining the video today on device mapping, and please let us know if you have any questions.